Hey there Internet, and welcome to another wrap-up video. I cannot believe it, but it's true. I finished 12 books in August, and that is an incredible number even for me, and because I have so many titles that I want to share with you guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. First of all, I was lucky enough to read a few arcs this month. The first was I finished Gloria O'Brien's History of the Future by A.S. King. If you like feminism, if you like books that are just genuinely weird sometimes but make you think about things that maybe you don't always want to think about, this is going to be the book for you, and that comes out in October. I also read Scott Westerfeld's Afterworlds, which is literally 2 books in one. In this book that comes out in September, the chapters alternate between the story of Darcy, a girl who not only wrote an entire book during National Novel Writing Month, but now it's being published. She got a 2-book deal. She's going to live in New York. So those are the odd chapters. Then in the even chapters, you have the book that she wrote, a paranormal romance involving the god of death and spirits. It's intense. The final arc I was lucky enough to read this month was My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Holiday Stories. This was edited and put together by Stephanie Perkins, and she contributes a story to this collection as well. A lot of them just really made me swoon, made my heart flutter. This is going to be an absolute necessity for people who liked Let It Snow and Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, a great YA holiday piece. I tried to branch out a little bit in terms of my reading selections last month too. I read the play Almost Maine, which the high school that I work at, we will be performing this fall. I am the assistant director, and so I had to get a feel for what was coming. I also read Mindy Kaling's memoir, Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me, which I thought was hilarious, a really great, fun, light read, great for teens and women in their 20s, and I actually already did a review of that, which you can check out here. Story collections have been a recent favorite of mine as well. I finished Kiss Me Deadly, 13 Paranormal Romances, which you can see my reviews of if you look at my blog, and I do a segment called Short Story Saturday, where every Saturday I'll do a mini review of the short stories I'm reading in anthologies. I also read B.J. Novak's short story collection, One More Thing, Stories and Other Stories. B.J. Novak, like Mindy Kaling, worked on The Office. Some of these I thought were great, some of them were maybe a bit over my head. A strong collection, but for me it was just a good one-time read. Then the final story collection I read last month was actually a collection of novellas. They were the prequels to the Throne of Glass series by J Maas, and I'm so glad that I decided to read these novellas before I jumped into the series itself. It gave me a really strong sense of who Selena, the main character in the Throne of Glass series, is, and her really dark, twisted backstory. It broke my heart, but it was so well done. I'd highly recommend that you read that before you read Throne of Glass. Which to lead into novels, I did read Throne of Glass this last month. It kind of blew my mind. I got through it in 2 days. I cannot wait to see what comes up with this series. Crown of Midnight Book 2 is already out, and I believe today, or yesterday, might be book birthday to Heir of Fire, the 3rd book in this planned 6-book series, I believe. The Stephanie Perkins love kept on coming this month when I read Isla and the Happily Ever After, which again, I already did a review on this. I thought it was sweet, I thought it was charming, I thought it was a great end to this trilogy that Stephanie Perkins has put together, and if you are in the mood for some swooning, you gotta check this girl out. You're gonna love it. And finally, keeping with the theme of romance in the air, I read 2 more books in the Princess Diaries series during my reread. I had Princess in the Spotlight, which is Mia getting to know how to deal with the fact that everyone knows who she is now, and Princess in Love. Princess Mia finally gets a boyfriend, but the problem is he's not exactly her Prince Charming. So that's it. Those are my 12 books this month. I have high hopes for September. I don't know if I can quite keep up this pace, but it was a great month for reading. What did you guys think of any of these books? Are there any that you want me to talk more about? Please tell me down in comments. All my usual links are down below. Comments are always welcome, and that's it for me for now. Take care. Bye!